Hello. What's going on, ladies?
Hi there. Sorry, we've got my dog is in the library and someone just came in, so there's a little bit of excitement going on right now.
The most action that's been going on in here in a while.
Just another day in the life of the library.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my dog.
Okay, I'm going to introduce Miss Cornell while Lambo's gone for a second. So this is Miss Cornell. She is our new library secretary, and we are so happy to have her. We miss T-Stone, but now we have Miss Cornell in the library, and when we get students back in the building on a regular basis, this is the friendly face you guys will be seeing in the library. So Miss Cornell, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm Miss Cornell. I've worked at Massaponax High School for 17 years now. Some of you have probably known me from working in the counseling office, the front office, the registrar's office, and now the best seat of all here in the library.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, some of you might recognize her because you've been here longer than we have. So that is awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your kids?
Sure. I have two children, a daughter, Haley. Some of you know her, some of you won't. She's 28. She lives in Manhattan. She's an home goods designer. And then my son Austin is 26 and he lives in Denver, Colorado, and he's a graphic artist.
That's awesome. Both graduates of Massaponax.
Yeah, they both graduated from Massaponax.
And super successful, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like that.
Throw it out there. I don't know if you're allowed to share or not, but your daughter has some pretty cool clients.
My daughter has really cool clients. She has Kate Spade. She has Ellen's Home Goods. She has Ralph Lauren Home Goods. Just some really nice and really good clients that are really good to her.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm jealous. Okay. So I have prepared some questions for you, Miss Cornell, and feel free to pass on any because some of them you might need to sit down and think about for a minute. But the first one is, what is one of the things you would put on your bucket list? Or if you have a bucket list, what is one of the things on it?
One of the things on my bucket list, this is going to make me sound a little nerdy, but I have a chart going of a lot of the national parks. So Yellowstone is on it, and I'd like to do that within the next couple years. And there's some more national parks out west I want to check off that bucket list.
That's really cool. I don't think that's nerdy at all because I would also love to do that. That's awesome. Next one. Who do you admire the most?
Oh, wow, that's really hard, but probably admire the most, and this might just sound oh so cliche, but my parents, I just feel so grounded, so good, such good parents, grandparents, I mean, taught us life lessons, life skills, how to cope and not, just how to maneuver through life.
Yeah, I would say the same thing about my parents. That's awesome. This one's a little bit more fun. If a movie was made of your life, who would play you?
Oh, wow, that's really hard. That's very hard.
I feel like who I would want to play me probably isn't who should play me.
Who would you want to play you?
I would want Jennifer Aniston to play me.
That's good. That's a good pick.
I don't know that I am a Jennifer Aniston enough, but I would love for her to play me.
Mine would have to probably be some sort of comedian or something. I always tell my husband, I'm so grateful he puts up with all of my Lucy moments. I know some young people won't know that, but Lucille Ball is my kind of the story of my life. I mean, stuff happens and you just have to go with it, and that's that. So
that's funny. Are you gonna watch the movie then that's gonna come out about her with Nicole Kidman?
Yes, I was just talking to my husband about it the other night, and I like how there's all the you know, controversy with like Deborah Messing thinking she should play her and this and that.
Ooh.
And their daughters come out and said, this isn't a remake of I Love Lucy. This is a story of like my parents' life, how they met, how they lived. It's not about their comedy show. So
Right.
yeah,
Ooh, I
I'm
didn't
looking
hear
forward
about
to
that controversy.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love having you in the library because we get to talk celebrity gossip. My
We have
favorite.
another pop culture person.
Yay. Okay, next one. What is your favorite summer
I'm gonna
activity?
say really quick.
Oh.
Decker, someone to play you would 100% be Reese Witherspoon.
Oh,
I could see that.
I mean, I will totally take that. I would love her so
I
much.
would like, yeah.
So I have summer on the brain already. I know it's January, but what is your favorite summer activity?
Oh, mine hands down, go to the beach.
Yeah.
At the beach. Anything, sitting, reading, in the water, whatever, just at the beach.
Toes in the
Woman
water.
after
Yep.
my own heart.
Yep.
And not being at school.
Yeah. Yep. This one's funny because Lambo and I are complete opposites, but are you a morning or a night person?
I am more of a morning person.
Okay.
Yeah. I can make it through the night, but if I'm going to, then I'm going to have to try to force myself to take it slow in the morning. But I get up happy, talking, chipper, and nobody else in my house wants to talk to me. So whatever. I'll take my coffee on the deck and be by myself.
You and Decker can talk in the morning.
Yeah. Yep. What is one thing that annoys you?
This sounds so ugly, but I know people can't help it, but loud chewing annoys me.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
And it makes me not able to eat. So yeah, no, I don't like
Yeah.
it.
I've seen like memes and stuff where if you like marriage is listening to one person chew like for the rest of your life. So you better not.
If the TV's not on in the background, I make Alexa play. So I don't care what kind of music, any noise, so I don't have to listen to that. So
I can totally get that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, if you were famous, what would you be famous for?
I was famous. What would I be famous for? I would like to be, I don't know. I think I would like to be famous for, if I had a lot of money to be able to like help people, like some type of charity or some, sponsor something that gives back to either children or the community.
I love that.
That's really nice.
I don't know if that's if that makes you famous, but that's
It
what I would
should.
want my
Yeah.
name associated with. Yeah.
I feel like
Awesome.
it should make you famous.
Yeah. So maybe the best place you could get stuck is the beach, but where is the worst place you could get stuck?
Oh.
Walmart.
I don't want to offend anybody, but like I am not trying to go to any cold weather like snow, Maine, Alaska, somewhere where I can't go outside and be comfortable even with a coat and hat on. No.
So much alike in that aspect.
Yeah.
Either that or the other worst place I could get stuck is a dentist office. So there's a toss up on that. They're both bad.
That's good.
You like to go snowboarding though. So what
I like winter activities, like winter sports.
Yeah.
But just to like go be in the cold for no reason.
Yeah.
Like ideally I would love to live in Florida and then I would just do like weekend trips to go snowboarding.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, if it never snowed at my house, I wouldn't be sad.
If it's gonna be chilly, I'd rather there be like snow outside. Like if it's gonna be cold, it should be pretty at least.
Yeah.
It is pretty to look at.
Yeah, it is. Pretty.
But I think that's the thing too, because when I'm in the snow, I'm being active, so I'm not really cold.
Okay.
It's when I start getting cold that I don't like it.
No.
Okay, so if you had a yacht or a boat, what would you call it?
Oh, that's a fun question.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh, that is a good one. You probably already know yours.
I don't actually.
I know mine, and it's only because I'm a huge Friends fan, and I have talked about this with other people. Like, I would call it the Mr. Beaumont, because there is that episode where Joey accidentally buys the sailboat,
Yeah.
and Rachel tries to get the next highest bidder to buy it back, like to buy it off of him, and she was like, "You call it the Mr. Beaumont."
Oh, yeah, that one I honestly have no idea.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
think
hard.
about that.
Yeah, it's like naming a pet. Like, you would really have to
Mm-hmm.
think on that for sure, or a child, I guess. What store do you shop at the most?
What store do I shop at the most? Probably Target, maybe Wegmans,
Mm-hmm.
Marshalls. I would say a toss-up between those three.
Yep, I'm the same way. What TV sitcom family would you be a member of?
I really, this sounds funny because it's not even that old. I would think I would go back sometime, but really, I like the Modern Family there.
They're super fun.
Yeah.
Does Friends count as a family?
I think so, yeah.
So,
I would like to
think
be
so.
the seventh friend.
Yeah.
I think so.
I just got done watching Schitt's Creek, so I think I'd be a member of the Rose family just
Oh
because
my God,
it'd be
the
super
Rose
funny.
family is strong. Yeah.
Yeah, Moira would drive me nuts though. Like, as a family member, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're so over the top, Moira. Okay, 2 more. What is one thing you've always wanted to do?
One thing I've always wanted to do.
It's kind of like the bucket list question, but
Yeah. I know I have more bucket list. I do want to at some point take like weeks, a month, and like travel in Europe. So
mhm.
that's really a big bucket list, and convincing my husband also. Like,
Yes.
Why is that always so difficult?
I don't know.
I've got a lot of convincing that I need to do too on things I want to get accomplished.
Yeah, my husband won't get on an airplane, so I have that hurdle to to jump over.
Mine will get on a plane, but
Yeah.
won't cross the Atlantic.
No, mine's like I don't have a passport. I was like, but that can be
That's
taken
easy.
care of. Yeah.
That's an easy fix.
So,
Okay, and then the last question: what was your favorite book growing up?
my favorite book growing up. I'm actually I read this book again. Don't judge. I read this book maybe once a year, every 2 years, and I loved reading it with my daughter. Pride and Prejudice.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. I like the book. I like the story. I just like the timeline, everything. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but I've never read Pride and Prejudice, so don't judge me. I know.
But you can probably find it in here, maybe.
We have it in here.
Yeah.
It used to be taught because I will say I did not read it until Taylor had to read it in her English class and had a hard time understanding it. So then we read it together.
I did read too, and I still love them. I was really cool when I was growing up. Like, I had all the Nancy Drew series, all the books. Those were always good, which I still like the mysteries.
We still have Nancy Drew in here.
Yeah, I like all of those.
Yeah. What about you, Lambo? What was your favorite book growing up?
Well, I was a big Babysitters Club fan.
Mhm.
Like, I had all the books. Like, it was a goal of mine. And I remember I had this big hutch on my dresser, and I turned it into a bookshelf, and I had like 1 to like 100 and something, and then they had like the big thick like super something book, like they all went on vacation. And so
That's so cool. Do you still have them? Does your mom?
My mom just donated them within the past year, which I was really bummed because they're making a comeback as a graphic novel.
Yeah.
But it was before, maybe it was longer than a year ago, but it was recently. And then I was just like, Mom, they're just sitting in the attic. They're not doing anything. The goal was to pass them down, but none of my kids were really readers, which was kind of disappointing. But so finally I was like, Mom, just donate them. I was like, somebody's gonna want them. And now they're popular again as a graphic
Somebody
novel.
scored big time, I bet, with all those.
But I also loved Anne of Green Gables.
Me
Oh, that's
too.
good
And when I remember I read it in school, and when we were reading it in school, like a year or so later, they came out with a mini series, and so my mom and I would watch that together.
That's a really good book. That's probably one of my daughter's favorites when she was growing up.
Yeah. What about you, Decker?
I also was a big Babysitters Club fan. And I loved the American Girl books. I had like the American Girl doll books, and I loved historical fiction back then. Like I still to this day just love reading books about the past. And yesterday Emmy came up to me, and they're learning about like the past and present, and she was like, "Mommy, I just love learning about the past." I was like, oh my gosh, like she's like her mommy and her daddy, like but I was like, well, there's a lot of books that are written that take me, I'm such like trying to push books on her all the time, but she's like, okay, Mom.
Is she into American Girl yet?
No, we've read some of the books together, but the books are so different now. Like there's so many girls, and it's hard to keep up with all of them, but we've read a couple of the books together, but she's reading books on her own now, so like when she gets ready for bed, like she goes into bed and reads like her own books. It's so crazy. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to like reading Anne of Green Gables with her and stuff like that, because I think she'll really enjoy that. And then I was gonna mention Sweet Valley High too. I feel like those were the first like YA books, because when we were, young adults, they didn't really have that genre of books yet. And so I just feel like teenagers today are so lucky to have so many options when it comes to reading, because we had, the typical series, but they weren't as, prevalent as they are today, I would say. But yeah, I loved Sweet Valley High.
I forgot about them.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a message saying that my internet is unstable.
Cool. That's all right. Yeah. That was my last question anyway. Hopefully everything's working, but I can still see you and hear you guys fine. So
hopefully it works.
Miss Cornell, we're so happy that you're in the library, and we're excited to get kids back in the building so that we can hang out again.
I'm so happy to be here, and I can't wait till we can have kids back in this building. So.
I hope so.
Thank you so much
for now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.